I love the start of a new year. I feel really energized. I feel really excited for the year ahead. And I thought, what better way than to come up with a day that I could invite some of my friends over and celebrate New Year's Day. So I've made it into a mini retreat day. Now, seeing as though 2026 is the year of the horse in the Chinese calendar, I've kind of themed it a little bit around the year of the horse. So I have bought these tiny, they're not real horseshoes, unless that's like baby ponies, but these horseshoes. And then I'm putting a tag on the horseshoes that read, if it gives you energy, follow it. If it drains you, release it. 2026, the year of the horse. So my friends are all going to receive one of these horseshoes. Then I want to read you, hang on, I'm just going onto my computer, because I want to read you what the year of the horse is all about. This year is the year of the horse. The horse is about moving forward, but not fast and not by pushing. The horse moves when it has energy. It rests when it needs to. It listens to its body. This year asks us to do the same. You do not need to rush. You do not need to force things. You do not need to do everything at once. This year is about movement that feels right. A simple question to guide you. Does this give me energy, or does this take my energy away? I really liked that. If something gives you energy, it's a sign to follow it. If something drains you, it's a sign to gently let it go. You do not have to drop everything today, just notice and choose differently, one step at a time. This year is not asking for big changes, it's asking for honest ones. You are allowed to move at your own pace. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to choose what supports you. Let this year carry you forward calmly, steadily, and in your own way. Then I'm gonna do vision boarding. I try and do a vision board every year. Yeah, I find it really inspiring, and I'm someone that is visual. So when I see pictures of things and those pictures are in front of me, you know, each day I look at those pictures, it helps me achieve my goals. So what I've done, excuse the mess down here, these are all little blankets because I'm going to do like meditation stuff before we do our vision boarding, just to help us like tune into ourselves. But I've bought these and I think they're genius. So they're little pin boards. What I'm thinking is, rather than having to like stick and paste everything, I've got some nice gold pins. And then I thought rather than stick everything on, we'd pin everything. So that means as we achieve our goals for the year, we take them off and put new ones on. And then, I don't know about you, but I don't get as many magazines these days, but I actually do really love buying a magazine. But because I didn't have many magazines for pictures, I have bought these, and it's a vision board clip art book. So essentially, you look through, there might be words that you want to cut out, pictures, and then you can put them on your vision board. So I truly do believe that vision boards work, because I had a vision board that actually I've just thrown away because it was 2 years old. And it was a really nice reminder, because on that vision board, I had to create a concealer and to create a mascara. It took me 2 years to kind of bring that out into reality, but I did do that. So for me it works. They don't have to be big things. You can put anything on your vision board. It could be just be like, have more time for you. Oh, I'll show you what else I've got. I'm making goodie bags for everyone, so when they go home, they're all getting these pocket angel cards, which are really, really lovely. And what they are is that you will have the cards and you will have a question. And I kind of see it as questions to my higher self. You might think questions to your angels, to, I don't know, to God, to the universe. I like to think of like questions to my higher self. So I will think of a question. So I'm going to think, right, what's the best advice I can give myself for 2026? And I will, so let me just lean this up here. So I'll give the cards a shuffle. And it'll be like, right, I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. I've got classic FM calm on, so it's giving it real like angelic vibes here. I always have that radio station on because it really calms the dogs down. And as you may or may not know, I have 6 dogs and 3 cats, so I need a calm household. Okay, so I'm gonna ask to my higher self, what's the number one piece of advice I should give to myself in 2026? Okay, let's pick a card. Surrender. So this is the card, I'll read it to you. Oh, the affirmation is, I surrender to the flow of life. And actually, that really goes with the year of the horse, doesn't it? Because it's all about moving with alignment and what things feel right for us. So when you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, how funny, I said to your higher self, that is crazy. All the energy you have been using in resistance becomes available to you. Vitality, inner peace, harmony, and most of all, love are your spiritual rewards. So flow with the pace of life, relax and tune in, then follow the guidance of your intuition, knowing that your angels will support you at all times. I love that because it's actually telling me to link in more with my higher self. And actually one of my things that's going to go on my vision board for 2026 is to tap in more to live my life from here than here. And I don't think that's possible to do all the time, but I know that I'm happier in myself when I really listen to what's in here, because I will make a better decision when it feels right than what logically my brain is telling me. And typically what I tend to do is think, what feels right, and then try and get my mind, my brain to kind of like think, okay, that feels right, so how do I put that feeling into my decision that I might need to make about something? And for me, my best decisions or choices in life are always when I come from here first and here second, and then the two kind of align like this, and then it's like a little arrow shooting forward. But I think it's hard to get into here, and I think the best way to connect to your heart is, for me, it's having time on my own, not in solitude because I want to be around all my animals and Crispian, but it is like pottering around. It might even be like tidying the house, hoovering. That like when I'm tidying the house, doing my house chores, it switches my brain off. I don't really think of anything. I think it's quite meditative. You might find like when you walk in nature, you're more mindful because it takes you out of yourself. And I think you can practice that when you're out in nature and you just focus on the sounds. And then often you find that whenever we've been in those sort of mindfulness states, whether that's, for me, it's doing a bit of housework, for you it might be nature. But I think that when you make decisions, when you've tapped into your heart, those decisions or choices or, you know, directions that you take in life really are the ones that best serve you, as opposed to thinking all the time. You know, we're so used to coming from here and not here, aren't we? Yeah, so one of my things for 2026 is, all right, Bonbon, you can come over as well. You know, like I'm making these vlog now, video diary, whatever you want to call it. And I've wanted to do this for a long time because I want to express myself in a different way other than teaching makeup tutorials, which obviously I love doing because I feel like when I'm teaching, I'm helping. And when I'm helping, it makes me feel good and it makes me feel like I'm serving you. And, you know, I'm not the brainiest of people, so it makes me feel like I'm leaning into what I'm good at, because there's so many things I'm not good at. Also, there's other things that I want to share with you that might inspire you in terms of, for example, this conversation we're having now. Maybe some of that resonates with you. I think for me as well, I want this new year, 2026, to be about connection, connecting with each other, friendship, family, experiencing the world from here and not here, because I think the world there's a lot of polarization and things like that, and I want to not be part of that. Anyway, it's just a nice time to reflect. I don't think it has to be about setting goals. I think it could just be as simple as setting a word for the year. So something else we're going to do on this little New Year's retreat day is we're going to think of a word. Now I know what my word's going to be. This little exercise really serves me well, and I've done it most years. And actually, Katie, you know my friend Katie, lovely Katie, that you've probably seen on lots of my videos. She inspired this, and mostly we do this every year, but I'm taking it up a notch this year, and she's coming on the New Year's Day, so I can't wait to show her. You're gonna really just think to yourself, okay, what would be the word that would inspire or help me through 2026? It could be confidence, it could be hope, it could be resilience. You get the idea. You're choosing a word that you can keep referring back to. So when you have decisions come up or life choices, you can come back to your word and think, does it align to this word? But I think the word has to feel meaningful to you. So with that, I'm going to tell you what my word is. My word is going to be consistency. And you can hold me to account for this, because I'm thinking I want to do more of these types of videos. But I want to do it because I want to, I don't know, something I might share in a video might inspire someone else to do the same, or it might help someone in some way. My word is consistency. So to help kind of, I was thinking, right, how do I make that so that I'm reminded of that word throughout the year? And I was thinking of my friends that are coming on New Year's Day, and I'm going to show you what I've done, because I've got all of these little handmade bracelets, and people can choose their bracelet. I mean, they're just made out of little bits of cotton, but they're so sweet. So let's do this one and say, like, my word's going to be consistency. I'll put this on and I'll wear it throughout the year. And then this is going to be my visual reminder for consistency. I really liked that. Well, my friends, I'm going to say goodbye because I've got bits to do, more pottering around to do, more things to sort out. Yeah, I think I'll make another video like this, just another kind of little video diary. And you can let me know, do you like these types of things? And let's see if I can stick to my consistency word. Anyway, I'm wishing you all a lovely 2026. And of course, it goes without saying how grateful I am for all of your support and all of your friendship and connection, and all the lovely messages that you leave under all the videos that we make, all the tutorials. I really appreciate it. And from my heart to yours, lots of love and happy 2026. Bye.